to know the climax of the Rat Trap written by Salma Lagerlof. Are you all ready to listen to the climax? If you are ready, let's begin. It was not more than half an hour before they heard the sound of the carriage wheels outside the forge and a new guest came in. But this time it was not the ironmaster. He had sent his daughter, apparently hoping that she would have better powers of persuading him than he himself. She entered followed by a valet carrying on his arm a big fur coat. She was not at all pretty, but seemed modest and quite shy. In the forge, everything was just as it had been earlier in the evening. The master blacksmith and his apprentice still sat on their bench, and iron and charcoal still glowed in the furnace. The stranger had stretched himself out on the floor and lay with a piece of pig iron under his head and his hat pulled down over his eyes. As soon as the young girl caught sight of him, she went up and lifted his hat. The man was evidently used to sleeping with one eye open. He jumped up abruptly and seemed to be quite frightened. "My name is Edla Manson," said the young girl. "My father came home and said that you wanted to sleep here in the forge tonight. And then I asked permission to come and bring you home to us. I'm so sorry, Captain, that you are having such a hard time." Okay, my dear children, in the last class we discussed the captain or the ironmaster invited the rat trap seller to his home, but the rat trap seller denied the invitation and he did not go with him. Okay, and today what is going to happen and how would be the climax will come to. So, rat trap seller did not go with the ironmaster. Okay, so ironmaster went. And our blacksmith, he knows that something is going to happen. That was the discussion we did in the last class. And now you listen. The ironmaster went home, but half an hour later, again the same carriage or the vehicle came and paused in front of the iron mill. Okay, and from that vehicle or the carriage, somebody got inside the iron mill. This time, sir, not that ironmaster, but new guest came to the iron mill. Who was that? Yes, of course, that was the daughter of the ironmaster. Okay, so ironmaster went home and informed his daughter that one of his companions is there in the iron mill, and he just invited that person, but he was not ready to come with him. Like that way, he just informed. And ironmaster asked his daughter that it's better, more than me, you have the capability of speaking someone and persuading them to come along with you. So you must go and call my friend and ask him to come home. Like that way, he just asked his daughter. So the daughter was ready and then she just came now, okay, along with the valet. Valet means a servant. Not only this girl, along with her servant also was there. Both they just went inside the iron mill. Okay. So that time our rat trap seller, he slept. Okay. He kept the same way. He kept the hat on his face and he slept. So the girl, he went near to the rat trap seller and lifted the hat. And you people know that while we were sleeping, if somebody comes near to us and immediately if they do something, just sure what will happen. Okay, so with that shock, our rat trap seller just opened his eyes. Okay, and that time the girl introduced herself to the rat trap seller. Okay, the girl said that my name is Edla Wilmanson. I am the daughter of the ironmaster or the captain who was your friend. Okay, so she just introduced herself in this way, and then Edla said, "My father invited you to home, but you denied the invitation. But now my father just wanted to get you home. Okay, for that only I came here to invite you home. So you must come with me." Like that, she just said. Okay. And Edla added that, "Okay, I'm just really sorry for the things happened to you. Okay, you were there in the army with my father and how a prosperous life you just led there, and now you became like this strange way. Okay, so the things happened to you, just I am pity on you." Like that way she just said. She looked at him compassionately with her heavy eyes, and then she noticed that the man was afraid. Either he has stolen something or else he has escaped from jail, she thought, and added quickly, "You may be sure, Captain, that you will be allowed to leave us just as freely as you came. Only please stay with us over Christmas Eve." She said this in such a friendly manner that the rat trap peddler must have felt confidence in her. "It would never have occurred to me that you would bother with me yourself, miss," he said. "I'll come at once." He accepted the fur coat the valet handed him with a deep bow, threw it over his tracks and followed the young lady out to the carriage without granting the astonished blacksmith so much as a glance. But while he was riding up to the manor house, he had evil forebodings. "Why the devil did I take that fellow's money?" he thought. "Now I am sitting in the trap and will never get out of it." The girl looked at the rat trap seller and she noticed that either this man has stolen something or he has escaped from the jail. Because the man was really afraid. Okay, she just noticed this thing. And you know that girls are very cunning. Okay, so she just came to know that whether this man has escaped from the jail or he has stolen something from someone. Like that way he was sitting because he was really afraid. Okay, that he was just really afraid. She came to know this. Anyhow, the girl gave the assurance that, "Okay, man, okay, just Captain, I am giving you the assurance that if you would come home with me, how you just come, same like that way, you can go from our house. Okay, we will never interfere in any of your matter and would never ask you anything. Okay, you will be safe. How you just come home, the same way you can go back to your own place." Like that way, the girl gave the assurance to the rat trap seller. So when he heard this assurance, he just again he asked that, "Okay, miss, if I come home, sure I should be free. Okay, should not get any disturbance." Like that way, he just asked. So the girl gave the assurance, "You can come home and the same way you just celebrate Christmas with us. We wanted to get you with us for the Christmas Eve. So you celebrate Christmas with us and after that you can go to your own places. Okay, nothing will happen to you." Like that way the girl gave that assurance. Now our rat trap seller was ready to accept the invitation because he was not able to say sorry to her. Okay, so he accepted the invitation and just went with her. And when he just moved from there, the valet, the servant, gave him a fur coat, okay, which he was just carrying on his hand. And with both, all respect, the servant gave the fur coat to rat trap seller. Why he just bought? Because even the servant also thinks that this man is the old army or the old captain only. Okay, that's why he just bowed and gave that fur coat. So rat trap seller accepted that fur coat and he just wore the fur coat, okay, over his rag dress, and then he started moving with Edla Wilmanson and the servant and got up to the carriage. Okay, and while sitting in the carriage, he started thinking that the rat trap seller, "Why did I do that hell? Okay, why did I steal the money of that person, that old man? See, now I'm trapped really because I'm sitting with them. I'm going to the manor house, large house, which belongs to the captain with the stolen money in my pocket. So I know that I'm throwing myself to the lion's den. Soon I will be caught sometime. So why did I do such thing?" Like that way he started thinking. Okay, anyhow, still that stolen money is in his pocket and he started moving towards the manor or the large house which belongs to the captain or the iron master. The next day was Christmas Eve, and when the ironmaster came into the dining room for breakfast, he probably thought with satisfaction of his old regimental comrade whom he had run across so unexpectedly. First of all we must see to it that he gets a little flesh on his bones, he said to his daughter, who was busy at the table, and then we must see that he gets something else to do than to run around the country selling rat traps. It's clear that things have gone downhill with him as badly as that, said the daughter. Last night I did not think there was anything about him to show that he had once been an educated man. You must have patience, my little girl, said the father. As soon as he gets clean and dressed up, you will see something different. Last night he was naturally impressed. The tram manners will fall away from him with the tramp cloths. Just as he said this, the door opened and the stranger entered. Yes, now he was truly clean and well dressed. The valet had bathed him, cut his hair, and shaved him. Moreover, he was dressed in a good-looking suit of clothes which belonged to the ironmaster. He wore a white shirt and a starched collar and old shoes. Okay, they reached home and went for sleep. The next day, early morning, ironmaster or the captain, he just woke up and came out of his room. And he went to the dining room for breakfast. That time, Edla Wilmanson, his daughter, was busy in cooking. Okay, and our ironmaster, he was just really very happy. Why? Because after a long time, he got a friend to celebrate Christmas with him. Okay, and he went to the kitchen and said Edla Wilmanson that, see, now we want to give some flesh to his bonds. Whose bonds? Rat trap sellers. For a long time he had not been eaten anything. Okay, that's why he became like this. His bonds were shown outside. So we must give him proper food to eat, like that way the captain said. So immediately Edla Wilmanson replied that, Dad, I think you are mistaken, because something had gone downhill to him. Okay, just I also felt pity on him. At the same time, I never thought that once he had been an educated person, because he never looks like an educated person. So I think you are mistaken, like that way Edla Wilmanson said. So the captain or the ironmaster replied that, my daughter, wait, okay, you don't come to the conclusion, okay. After dressing well, you will come to know that stranger is my friend only, okay? Because yesterday you saw him with that shabby appearance, with the rat traps and all. That's why you have been thinking in this way, he is not an educated person and all. But when he just bathed and dressed himself up well, you will come to know that, okay? So wait for some more time, like that way he said. And when they both were speaking, that time the door opened and our rat trap seller along with the servant, he came, okay. He dressed up well, he wore the coat of the captain or the ironmaster and white shirt, okay, white collar dress he wore. And the servant gave bath to him, cut his hair and shaved, okay. Now he is very clean and smart enough, okay. So our rat trap seller, he just came with the servant, okay. He wore the shoes, even the coat which belongs to the ironmaster, and the servant gave him bath and cut his hair and shaved his beard and all. Now he is really a smart guy. He came along with the servant. But although his guest was now so well groomed, the ironmaster did not seem pleased. He looked at him with puckered brow. And it was easy to understand that when he had seen the strange fellow in the uncertain reflection from the furnace, he might have made a mistake. But that now, when he stood there in broad daylight, it was impossible to mistake him for an old acquaintance. What does this mean? He thundered. The stranger made no attempt to dissimulate. He saw at once that the splendor had come to an end. It is not my fault, sir, he said. I never pretended to be anything but a poor trader, and pleaded and begged to be allowed to stay in the forge. But no harm has been done. At worst, I can put on my rags again and go away. Well, said the ironmaster, hesitating a little, it was not quite honest either. You must admit that, and I should not be surprised if the sheriff would like to have something to say in the matter. The tramp took a step forward and struck the table with his fist. Now the ironmaster looked at the rat trap seller, okay, with a frowning face. Because a broad light was there, now the ironmaster could realize that really he was mistaken, okay. Yesterday, at night only, he just saw this person's face and made the mistake, okay. Now it's a broad light, and then he was able to understand that this stranger was not his friend, okay. And he got angry immediately and he just shouted, what is this? Like that way he just shouted at the rat trap seller. So rat trap seller said that, sir, it's not my mistake. I never pretended to be your old friend. Okay, I never say so. You only said that I'm your friend and you invited me to your home. I denied and again you persuaded and I came home. Okay, so it's not my mistake. You only made the mistake. And if you ask me, sure, I just remove all this and wear my old dress and just leave the place immediately. Like that way, he said. Who said? The rat trap seller. So the iron master asked him, you must do that immediately. Okay, that was my mistake, and if you stay again here, sure, I'll call the sheriff. Sheriff means police. So don't make me to do so. You must leave the place immediately. Like that way, he just shouted at the rat trap seller. He came to know that the stranger is not his friends, and he got angry. Okay, so the rat trap seller just was about to move from the house. Now I am going to tell you, Mr. Ironmaster, how things are. He said, this whole world is nothing but a big rat trap. All the good things that are offered to you are nothing but cheese, rings and bits of pork, set out to drag a poor fellow into trouble. And if the sheriff comes now and locks me up for this, then you, Mr. Ironmaster, must remember that a day may come when you yourself may want to get a big piece of pork, and then you will get caught in the trap. The Ironmaster began to laugh. That was not so badly said, my good fellow. Perhaps we should let the sheriff alone on Christmas Eve. But now get out of here as fast as you can. But just as the man was opening the door, the daughter said, I think he ought to stay with us today. I don't want him to go. And with that, she went and closed the door. What in the world are you doing? Said the father. Knew what to answer. That morning she had felt so happy when she thought how home-like and Christmassy she was going to make things for the poor hungry wretch. She could not get away from the idea all at once, and that was why she had interpreted for the vagabond. Before leaving the house, rat trap seller spoke to the ironmaster. He called, Mr. Ironmaster, now I wanted to tell you one thing, okay? You know that the world is a trap, simply keeps the baits for people to get attracted, okay? And you know, it's really like a rat trap. We used to keep cheese or pork to attract the poor fellows. Same like that way only the world also keeps the bait for. Okay, now you kept the bait for me and I came and trapped here, okay? Sure, and if you call the sheriff or police, they come up, they just might become and then just lock me up, okay? And I'll be trapped forever. Clear? So he just spoke in this way. And Mr. Ironmaster, you should know one more thing, that see, cheese or pork is also waiting for you, okay? And sometimes you also will be just getting some situation and all, and will be tempted towards it and get trapped soon, okay? This is the world's fact, like that way. Who said? Our rat trap seller said. So today is my turn, and sure, your turn also will come, like that way, he said. And that time, the ironmaster just laughed, okay, because he just was impressed with his words, okay. What he said, that was exactly true. He agreed. And the ironmaster said that today it's Christmas Eve. I don't want to call the police to my home, so immediately you must clear out, okay. You must go out of my home. He just shouted like that, okay. And the rat trap seller was about to move. He just opened the door. That time, Edna Wilmanson, the daughter of the ironmaster, came there and she stopped her father, okay. Why? Because she said that this poor vagabond or the wandering person, we only invited him and he came home, and I was very happy to prepare Christmas food for the guest, okay, because we did not have any guest, but we got the guest. I was very happy to prepare food for him, and I was doing so. So this person must not go now. So she just asked this to her father. You should not send him out of our house. At least he just wanted to celebrate Christmas with us. Like that way, she pleaded to her father. I'm thinking of the stranger here, said the young girl. He walks and walks the whole year long, and there is probably not a single place in the whole country where he is welcome and can feel at home. Wherever he turns, he is chased away. Always he is afraid of being arrested and cross-examined. I should like to have him enjoy a day of peace with us here, just one in the whole year. The ironmaster mumbled something in his bed. He could not bring himself to oppose her. It was all a mistake. Of course, she continued, but anyway, I don't think we ought to chase away a human being home. we have asked to come here and to whom we have promised Christmas cheer. You do preach worse than a person, said the ironmaster. I only hope you won't have to regret this. The young girl took the stranger by the hand and led him up to the table. Now sit down and eat, she said, for she could see that her father had given in. The man with the rat traps said not a word. He only sat down and helped himself to the food. Time after time, he looked at the young girl who had interceded for him. Why had she done it? What could the crazy idea be? The girl told her father that I'm just thinking of this stranger, this rat trap seller, okay? Actually, for the whole year, he must be wandering from place to place, okay? He doesn't have a proper shelter to live in, and he just used to wander from place to place, okay? And today, if we send him out of our home, nobody in the world will receive him and give him food, okay? And that too, especially Christmas Day, we should not send him out of our house. At least a day in his life, he must get that peace and good food to his stomach. So, Daddy, please, we should not send him out like that way she just requested. And not only that, this man is every time afraid of being arrested or examined, okay? Means that wherever he goes, he has that fear with him. Why? Because soon he would be arrested or examined by the police and all. So, sure, if he goes out of our home, he would never get happiness or peace, okay? So this is the only place he just can just take peace and get food. So we want him as our guest only today, like that way she said. So father replied that you are just preaching like a priest, means that you are speaking like a priest, okay? So you should shoulder the responsibility. If you just accept him as your guest, whatever the consequences comes in the future, you must bear it, okay? I will not shoulder the responsibility, like that way he said. So the girl accepted everything. She is ready to shoulder the responsibility. So she went near to the stranger or rat trap seller and hold his hand and lead him to the dining table, and started serving food for him. And even without a simple word, our rat trap seller followed her to the dining table and sat there and helped himself to food. Okay, he started eating food. And while eating, every now and then, she just looked up at her. Okay, and he started thinking that why this girl is doing such thing. Okay, why she is kind towards me. Why, what the crazy thing is going to happen, like that way different thoughts came to his mind. Because this girl was just supporting him very much, okay. Since he is a stranger, then also the girl supported him. So, why this girl was so kind enough to me, like that way he just started thinking. Christmas Eve, at Ramjo passed just as it always had. The stranger did not cause any trouble because he did nothing but sleep. The whole forenoon, he lay on the sofa in one of the guest rooms and slept at one stretch. At noon, they woke him up so that he could have his share of the good Christmas fare. But after that, he slept again. It seemed as though for many years he had not been able to sleep as quietly and safely as here at Ramjo. In the evening, when the Christmas tree was lighted, they woke him up again, and he stood for a while in the drawing room, blinking as though the candlelight hurt him. But after that, he disappeared again. 2 hours later, he was aroused once more. He then had to go down into the dining room and eat the Christmas fish and porridge. As soon as they got up from the table, he went around to each one present and said, "Thank you and good night." But when he came to the young girl, she gave him to understand that it was her father's intention that the suit which he wore was to be a Christmas present. He did not have to return it. And if he wanted to spend next Christmas Eve in a place where he could rest in peace and he's sure that no evil would befall him, he would be welcomed back again. The man with the rat traps did not answer anything to this. He only stared at the young girl in boundless amaze. Christmas Eve normally passed, okay, and then the man, rat trap seller, did not make any trouble to Edna Wilmanson or her father. Morning, he had a breakfast and went to the sofa and slept there, okay. And lunchtime also, the girl went near to him and woke him up and gave food. So he had the lunch and again went to the sofa and slept. In the evening, they just lighted the Christmas tree, okay, and candle lights and all. The girl went to him and then called him, woke him up to show the light and all. So the man woke up and came to the drawing room, and for a while only he stood there and observed everything, okay, but the light and all, it was just hurting his eyes. He went back to the sofa and slept again, okay. And the girl came to know that for the first time he just got a peaceful sleep, okay, like that way the man was sleeping, and good food also for the first time he enjoyed in his life, like that way she just realized. And at night also the girl went to him and woke him up and gave him the Christmas fish and porridge means soup, okay. So the man had everything nicely, okay, and others were present around the dining table, okay. Even the father, the captain ironmaster was there, doctor was there, and even servants also were there. So the man, rat trap seller, went to them and thanked everyone for the nice meal and also a shelter for him, okay. He just thanked. That time, Edla Wilmanson said that the suit he wore, which was the Christmas present from his father, you should not return it, like that way she said, okay. Actually, already they had given that clothes to him, okay. Now, the rat trap seller could take that cloth or the suit as a Christmas present from the ironmaster, like that way the young girl said. And rat trap seller did not give any reply to that. And again the girl started speaking. She said that next Christmas Eve also, if you want to get good food and then peaceful sleep, you are welcomed, okay. You can come to our home. Nobody will stop you. You can come and enjoy Christmas with us next year also if you want to enjoy, okay, like that way she just said. And one more thing added, that if nothing bad happened to you, like that way she just spoke. So what she said, that if nothing happened to you in the next year, nobody is going to stop if you come here and enjoy a peaceful sleep and food with us, you are welcomed, like that way she just said. That time, our rat trap seller just boundlessly amazed and then looked at the girl, okay, because those words were really worthy for him. Nobody spoke him like this way, okay. So for the next Christmas also, she just invited him, means that's a great thing. So he did not speak a single word in reply, just simply looked at her with amazement. The next morning, the ironmaster and his daughter got up in good season to go to the early Christmas service. Their guest was still asleep and they did not disturb him. When at about 10 o'clock they drove back from the church, the young girl sat and hung her head even more dejectedly than usual. At church, she had learned that one of the old crofters of the ironworks had been robbed by a man who went around selling rat traps. Yes, that was a fine fellow you let into the house, said her father. I only wonder how many silver spoons are left in the cupboard by this time. The wagon had hardly stopped at the front steps when the ironmaster asked the valet whether the stranger was still there. He added that he had heard at church that the man was a thief. The valet answered that the fellow had gone and that he had not taken anything with him at all. On the contrary, he had left behind a little package which Miss Wilmanson was to be kind enough to accept as a Christmas present. Next day, early in the morning, the father and daughter Edla Wilmanson, they just wanted to go to church for early service. Okay, you know that Christmas day, early morning, they used to go to the church, okay, for prayer, special prayer. So both the father and the daughter, they both were ready to go to the church. That time, the stranger, the rat trap seller, was still asleep. They did not disturb him. They did not wake him up. Father and daughter, they went to church. Okay, and after the service, now they wanted to come back home. Okay, while coming back home in the wagon or the vehicle, the girl just kept her head, okay, in a lean way. Why? Because the girl became depressed. Why, you know? Because in the church, both the father and the daughter, they heard that a crofter, an old man, had been robbed by a rat trap seller in the church. Everyone, those who were present there, everybody, they just spoke this, okay, they were discussing this matter only. What was the matter? An old man was robbed by a rat trap seller. His 30 kroner had been robbed. Like that way they just started speaking, and there Edda Wilmanson or the ironmaster did not give any reply to others. They just came and drove the car back to home. While going back to home, father said that he was the person who you kept there in our home, the real rat trap seller. He only had robbed that old man. Like that way the father said. Even the girl also came to know that the man, he was that, this exactly, the rat trap seller was the robber. She also came to know that. And father just got angry. He said that you must shoulder the responsibility for the consequences. Means that you only accepted him as your guest. Now, if we would reach home, how many silver spoons, plates, and what are the valuables would disappear from our home, we never come to know. Like that way he said. And anyhow, they reached in front of their home, and that time the servant was there. Immediately father asked the stranger, okay. So the valet said he had gone. Now the father said that he's a robber and he just robbed the old man. Like that way he said. And had he taken anything from our home? Like that way the father asked. So the servant replied that he had not taken a single thing from our home. On the contrary, he kept a small package for Edda Wilmanson as a Christmas present. Like that way the servant said. The young girl opened the package, which was so badly done up that the contents came into view at once. She gave a little cry of joy. She found a small rat trap, and in it lay 3 wrinkled 10-kroner notes. But that was not all. In the rat trap lay also a letter written in large jagged characters. Honored and noble Miss, since you have been so nice to me all day long, as if I was a captain, I want to be nice to you. In return, as if I was a real captain, for I do not want you to be embarrassed at this Christmas season by a thief. But you can give back the money to the old man on the roadside who has the money pouch hanging on the window frame as a bait for poor wanderers. The rat trap is a Christmas present from a rat who would have been caught in this world's rat trap if he had not been raised to captain, because in that way he got power to clear himself. Returned with friendship and high regard, Captain Wonsdale. The servant handed over the packet to the girl. The girl opened the packet, which was badly done up with, okay, and girl opened it. She gave a cry of joy. She saw that a small rat trap was kept inside the packet. Okay, and along with that, 30 wrinkled kroner also was kept inside. Not only that, a letter also was written for Edda Wilmanson by the rat trap seller. She opened the letter and started reading. It was written like this: Thank you so much for your hospitality. You were so kind enough to me, and then you just treated me well, okay. You showed mercy towards me, kindness. You were so generous, okay. I just enjoyed the peaceful sleep and the dishes you served to me for the first time in my life, okay. So when you just behaved in this way, I just started thinking that what I have done, okay. So I wanted to give this 30 kroner to that old man who used to keep baits near the window for the vagabonds, okay. So you please return this 30 kroner to that old man. And you people consider me as a captain, but I am not the real captain. I just wanted to raise myself to the level of a captain. So today onwards, I am just going to live a truthful life. Because you thought me as a captain. Now I just decided myself to raise to become a captain. Means that now onwards, I won't do any evil things, okay. I just lead a true life. Like that way it was written, okay. And then he, with love and regards, Wonsdale, Captain Wonsdale. He just gave himself that name, okay, because in the beginning the ironmaster was mistaken, called the rat trap seller as Captain Wonsdale, okay. So now he liked that name, that's why he just signed as Captain Wednesday. Not only in the name and throughout the total character, everything, he just wanted to raise himself as a captain. The children here ends our story. Imagine if Edla Wilmanson also would join her father and send the rat trap seller out of their house without giving proper shelter or food to eat. What would have happened to the rat trap seller? Yes, he would continue his thievery and evil practices. Right. Instead, Edla Wilmanson, what did Edla Wilmanson do? She showed her love, affection, understanding, kindness and generosity towards him and changed him. Change means change in all the sense. So there is a belief that the essential goodness in a human being can be awakened through love, care and understanding. Right? So Edla Wilmanson was able to influence the rat trap seller. Only because of her influence, a rat trap seller decided to lead a truthful life. Right? So my dear children, here is a great message for you. See, if you want to change a person or influence a person, you must show your love, care, affection and understanding and change them. Okay. Sure, you can do so. Okay. So, it has a great values in others' life. Okay. So, show your kindness, affection and understanding to change a person. This is the message Salma Lagerlof wanted to give you through her lesson, The Rat Trap. This is for the day. Be safe until we meet again. Thank you for being with me.